Alright, we are in Nashville, and well, there's some things happening in Nashville. I don't know what's going on, but got a plane stuck in the air over there above us, and yeah, we got some rain coming in, so let's get in our plane before that other one falls out of the sky. We are going to Athens, Georgia. I've already done this flight, but I screwed up, and somehow things weren't connected properly with the system. So, yeah, wasted a bit of time, but that's okay. We will get everything loaded up here now. We've got 2 passengers. Going 178 and 136. I'll put 180 here. Cargo, we are going with well, let's load in aircraft, see if it did it. Nope, it didn't. So I tried the fix that Brett gave me, and that didn't work. I think I just have to do it twice. I think that's just how it goes. Even if I had clicked on there, it was gonna be messed up. Fuel. We are at... yeah, that's enough. Let's go with 648 for cargo. We're all good there. Let me make sure that my fuel is synced here. I actually need to bounce this up to 1,127. Close enough. Alright, so we are just underweight. We're good there. We've got weather coming in. I believe, let's take a look at everything. We've got, turn those off real quick. Let's get this set up. Okay. Okay. And we are at Mk.II. We are headed to KAHN. Okay. Got that. Let's take a look at... did this not... okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted. So we don't care about that. Not right now. Get our map, zoom it in here so we can use it to taxi. Then on our other window, let's get aircraft systems, engine and fuel. Okay, we're gonna go 12,000. We're gonna be above clouds, unfortunately, for a little bit. Hopefully we get ahead of this system though. And then let's arm, auto throttle, manual, climate 175, FLC, arm. Alright, well, we won't worry about that. No, maybe we gotta start the engine. That would probably help. Let's go ahead and fire up. Okay, we got the message to say it's good, so now I won't waste a bunch of time. Let's go ahead and find out. Easier way, we can go here, and we are doing 1.5 at 3 knots, 3029. running in real time, so that's probably why planes are messed up. Although they've been messed up most of the time, even if I'm not running real time. So you can see we got some storms over here. Those are... I don't know, building and pushing our way. I mean, this radar is way too slow. Yeah, they are pushing our way and towards Athens, so got to deal with that a little bit. So we got 1.5. What is our airport here? I love the charts here because I can scroll in with my mouse wheel. 1.4, we're good there. Okay, so we're going to take off on runway 14. Let's get rolling. Hey, I actually looked this direction this time and saw those. Okay. Alright, watch out, ramp rats coming through. So yeah, hopefully we get ahead of this storm because there's some really neat scenery that I never knew about. The flight was really just a great flight, and then when I landed I was greeted with 0 feedback and realized I had completely screwed up and it wasn't connected. But yeah, you can see this weather pushing in here. It's not going to be too much of a concern for us. Should give us a bit more tailwind on the way there as well. I don't know if we'll climb out all the way to 12,000. Rudder pedals, once I got my brain around them, makes it so much easier. Fine tune, plus the braking power, huge help. Not using radio communication because it's just completely broken most of the time. Not worth using. Still going to be aware of our surroundings. But looks like we are all clear. Other than the ones that are just stuck up in the air for some reason. So we'll roll out here, headed to Georgia, which actually isn't too far away. And we'll possibly see some cool terrain and some really cool terrain, as well as a couple of racetracks. Oops, did not have flaps down. Good now. We are up.
Have a great flight. Watch out for the champagne corks. These particular VIPs have a reputation.
Alright. Gear up. Flaps up. And get off the end of the runway here. Autopilot, auto throttle, not 85. 175. Hopefully we're not facing the ground when I look up. Alright, we're good. So yeah, we got this little mountain over here. Right now we're building up speed, and then it'll climb once we hit our speed. As you see, zoom out on this. There we go. Zoom out here. Let's throw weather up there real quick. What is weather looking like? Just a little bit to our right. Nothing to worry about. Alright, we're at 175 and climbing now through 3,000. Athens, unfortunately, does not have photogrammetry. So, the stadium looks really poor. Just because we're going to be going through some moisture and we're right at freezing. Go ahead and put all the protections on. Hopefully climb through this and see that the clouds end fairly quickly. We've got a massive crosswind, but no really good tailwind. Lot to look at the moment. Wings. Oh, we're about to come out of the clouds. I thought we were about to come out of the clouds. Maybe not. They got much lighter. We may have to climb all the way up. Alright, so while we're climbing, I'm going to go ahead and get this all up. And let's take a look at weather right now. It is 25 at 3. Go and take a look at the airport. We have got runway 220, 27, so we'll be landing on 27. They do have an ILS approach onto 27. And we are popping out of the clouds now. So yeah, this is just planner.flightsimulator.com, flightsimulator.com. It's from Microsoft Flight Sim. You gotta log in with your account. It doesn't connect to the game yet, but it's just much better at working, and you get actual weather information, but have to fly live, obviously, in order to get that, or near live. So yeah, we should be fine. We're going to be flying over Chattanooga, then skirting Atlanta area over Lanier. You should be able to see Lanier and Road Atlanta, but they'll still be kind of far away. And that's if we don't have any clouds, which right now, not sure we're going to get into that, but hopefully we get out of the clouds and are able to see, because there is an amazing valley in Tennessee that it looks like a really cool place, and I need to go look for some videos of it. We are at 9,800. We got a 31 knot tailwind now, so that's good. That picked up for us, since we're actually going somewhat up into the air. Still staying pretty low based on normal flight procedures. But that's so that we can see the ground, which, hey look, you can see the ground. But not a whole lot. That is Woodbury, and it's actually a pretty neat town that I've already seen. It's like in this mountain valley surrounded by these, what people in Denver would call foothills, but it's a really neat looking town, and sadly you don't get to see how neat it actually is. Alright, we're about to 12,000. We've got a 37 knot tailwind. Once we get to 12,000, we will pop this speed up. Traffic off to our right, 6,000 feet above us, no concern. Alright, time to go fast. Just going to be skirting over some of these. That will be fine. Hopefully it does clear up though. Looks like we're not going to be able to see the cool valley, which is right there on, so it's probably right about here. So yeah, I think plans now, after I did the Paris to Dakar flight, 17.5 hours of it on the main channel, I kind of want to break up some of this VIP jet flying with some small plane flying where I'm not getting paid, I'm just flying. So that'll require me to move my pilot, which costs a bunch, but that's fine because the cost, I mean, we're getting paid way too much as it is. So I think I'm going to do that. I need to decide what plane I want to do it in, just because I don't want to manually fly a whole bunch. So maybe the Cub. I don't know. I'm hoping that we get some updates to this damn game and have some more reliable aircraft and get the marketplace going too, to open up my options. That would be the best case scenario. right now, just looking at clouds. And so disappointing because, I mean, I'm telling you, the valley over here just looks so awesome. I'm going to have to try to get back to that. If I start flying around this area or start heading back in this direction in the small plane, doing where I want to go on my own, remind me. Higher up. Hopefully that means that we're getting to the end of it, because that's how it kind of worked with last storm we went through. So our ground speed at the moment, 316 knots. You can also see that there, 317 now. We've got an hour and 10 minutes of fuel on board. We're half an hour out from Athens. I'm gonna pop through this cloud. Very unneeded, since I could just go up 1,000 more feet, but I'm going to be stubborn. Yeah, so there was a town over here, Dunlap, Tennessee. It just looks like, it just looks so cool. I don't know if it'll look that cool in real life, but it's this town down in this valley. Got steep sides to it. I mean, you can see how steep these sides are on both ends. And you got the highway dropping down out of this and then back up over there. And I never knew that there was areas like that. It's just really, really cool. But instead, you get to see clouds. So it is not going to clear up in time. Even if we were below this, it would look a lot worse with overcast skies, but getting a little peak down in there. Nothing ahead of us. Just clouds. And the storm off to our right that we're getting ahead of, so. Just going through this. I mean, look at this valley. It's just like carved out. I don't know if it's glacial or river, with as steep as the banks are. Possibly glacial, but because there's a lot of streaking across the next valley as well. But again, I don't know a whole lot about the geography of this area, so. Man, alright, well, these clouds keep getting higher and higher. If we don't break through this next bank of clouds, we may need to go up a little bit higher. Although we are getting pretty close. Let's go ahead and ILS approach on load. We want to remove waypoint. Okay. We'll just go to Bulldog and turn in. We could actually just go direct to that now. It's not going to turn us much. If at all. Let's try this again. Let's do ILS. I guess we do want to go to Imav. That we want. Now that'll put us into Bulldog and then do a turnaround. I guess since we're kind of going the opposite direction, that's probably the best. That turns us a tiny bit. Just scooting through the tops here. Should have went higher. I feel like we got to be breaking out of this soon. We're about ready to come over Chattanooga, I believe. Yeah, Chattanooga's to our right. Not gonna see it. Not gonna see a damn thing. VNav 17 out. Let's go ahead and drop this to 25. And turn VNav on so that it activates. Well, Chattanooga was actually pretty neat too for the terrain around it. I didn't realize that they had some pretty decent sized mountains right next to it and the river wrapping around it. But instead we get clouds. $22. I think it's just clouds the whole way. Let's throw the clouds up here. Oh, we do have cloud coverage. So yeah, clouds the whole way. Where do the clouds end? They never end. Maybe over here. Cloud cover needs to have some options to darken it up. Okay, so it ends right about here. And then we got this big old storm. Nothing back here. Some storms in LA. But, yeah, we are now right about here. Halfway on the flight, pretty much. Lake Lanier here, and that puts Road Atlanta. Where was it? Right here. With Lanier. Right here. May be able to see that, but clouds are getting lower now. But no, I don't know. We'll have to start descending to be able to see that. Our descent is quite close to the airport, since we're going to be doing a little bit of a circle around here. I might as well have climbed up to a higher altitude. This is really doing nothing for us. I thought the clouds were going to break up. I was wrong. But we will supplement some of this type of flying for low flying, and if the right plane is in Athens, we might just start it there, or we could find something in the Atlanta area. We are now in Georgia. Type of flying is boring. I don't know how people can do this for a living. Money's good enough, but sadly this is just knowing what we're missing out on scenery below us. While we're doing nothing, let's go take a look at what kind of aircraft we have here. Well, the Draco costs $3 million. Ain't gonna be doing that. Got a Vans we could rent, but not really what I'm looking for. That's all at Athens. Let's see what. I don't know. Yeah. Search for this. There's one in Athens, but it's for rent. This one is a little north that we can buy for $160,000. I may have to go test flight that just for Cub. Cub in our area. We've got one in Atlanta. Is it one for sale? It is for $208,000. Should be able to afford that. That may be something I want to do. We won't worry about that now, though. So 318 ground speed, -7 Celsius out. We will start dropping in 50 miles. That is 9 minutes out. It is, we call this undercast. Do pilots say that? Because on the ground it's overcast. So clearly it's got to be undercast if we're above it, right? It's probably a real thing. I don't know. Never heard it said, but I'm going to coin the phrase if it has never been said. It is undercast. Try something and it could just completely break everything. I'm going to try to record the landing so that I can take a screenshot as I'm landing after I end the video, looking back at the replay, but I've never used the replay system, so I don't know how well it works. Hopefully it doesn't break anything, because I do not want to do this flight for a third time. We're now at 53 minutes of fuel left. All good there. 12 minutes out from our waypoint. And then are 6 minutes out from descent. I think we're going to descend pretty quickly as well. back the speed off once we get down there, because this thing slows itself down fairly well. But we should see ground soon. Oh, Road Atlanta and Lanier are coming up as Lake Lanier is here, which is just a mess of valley and land backed up in a reservoir. So yeah, off of this one we should make about 50,000. And then I may convert that into a Cub. And the next flight will be in that, just doing our own personal flights. Or maybe I'll ask AI to select the destination, just so that there's some randomness to it, but not doing missions, because doing a mission in a Cub would be kind of dumb. Alright, let's take a look at what weather is now. Currently got .29 now, 4 knots, 3028. Put that down. Yeah, so landing on runway 27, tiny bit across, 4 knot headwind. Should be a nice, easy landing. Let's refresh. All the same. Alrighty. One more time looking at the chart. So we will be landing here on 27 and then off at A3 probably, and up, and probably got FEO at the air carrier terminal, since I don't think there's any gates there. This is more of a college town, and you got Atlanta right next to you. Sun is starting to set. It will be a bit dark down there. Got all our lights on, because I accidentally turned all those on. We are 2 minutes out from descending. Into the clouds. We got some traffic. 9,000 feet below us. Get vertical track warning in 10 seconds.
vertical track.
And descend into a cloudy Georgia winter afternoon. It's going to be 5:30 in the afternoon. It's going to be pretty dark with the overcast and sun getting close to setting. We should start dropping here. Down we go. Alright, so base of descent is 5.5 minutes away. Right at our waypoint will be at 2,500. Just off the end of the runway. And then we'll do a little loop around it, 2,500. Catch the intercept, hopefully. Just double check what we got for the weather. I don't know how to read the rest of it. Overcast, 6,000 feet. So 6,500 we should pop out of this. Brightness on this screen gets kind of crazy, and unfortunately this doesn't. This is just for the lights. On everything else, we'll go ahead and turn those on. I think maybe we can go PDF settings. Nope. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that I can adjust. But it is getting really orange now. 8,000 feet, should be 1,500 more and we'll be out of the clouds. Ground level is 812, so clouds should end at 6,800 or around there. So 1,100, we got ground we can see. Air temp 1 Celsius. Out of the cloud layer. But you can see why flying under all of this at this time of day would not have been that great. Alright, so Athens, still a bit ways from it. this one. Nope. Now see under the clouds, out ahead of where the clouds end, probably about 50, 80 miles off. Athens, there's our airport, there's the stadium that's not really a stadium. Honestly, I think don't even need to do this whole approach. I think we just go autopilot off here and turn it in. Autopilot off. Let's back all this off. Continue to descend to 2,500.
Vertical track.
Alright, we are at 2,800. That'll be good enough for now. Let's burn off some speed, gear down. Start turning. Flaps down. And flaps down. Okay. 2,900, 2,800. Overshot. We're okay though. Alright, 2,200. We've got 2 red. Okay though. Get it turned in, hold it about 120. Turn this thing up a bit. Super trim to nose down on that descent with autopilot. A little more throttle. Just to hold this, get that white back. Cross just a tiny bit more. Center up here. Throttle, try to get that second white back. There it is. Alright, gear is down. All headwind. A little high here. Alrighty. there on us. Choppy there. A little long. Don't know how I floated that so bad.
You greased that landing. Ace.
Don't think we're making our taxiway.
Transporter from dispatch.
All right, well,
Clear the runway and taxi to
we got on the ground. It was a smooth one, but very long. Oh, I'm looking for... Oops. Oh, shit, we got a long ways to go. We get punished for our long landing by having a very long-ass taxi back. But, sun's still up. I thought it was going to be a lot darker down here. Alright, taxi on back to the ramp. Get these people out of here. The landing was a negative 49 feet per minute. I think that's my best one yet. 87 knots. It was a little left to center and obviously way long, but we didn't drop it on. Had I floated a little bit longer, probably would have dropped on. Happy with that though. Flight time pretty quick. We took off at 3:54. All the private hangars off to the left here. We're going to go ahead and taxi on down all the way to the air center over here. Good. Shut it down.
Transporter. Disembarkation in progress. Stand by.
Alright, so we used 390 pounds of fuel on that. That may be slightly off though, since I didn't match it up perfectly with what we had starting out. Pull this up some more. So, yeah. 432 airport fees, rented aircraft, 1,679 on that fee.
Transporter from dispatch.
And
Disembarkation
then
completed.
$53,000 for that. We get some XP. And now I gotta decide what I want to do next. So, probably rent a small plane, go fly it. We'll see. Hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks for watching.